Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we have another, I guess you can say wig review or I'm not even going to say wig tutorial because it clearly is not that. Today's hair is from Donmily. It's an Amazon company that reached out to me and wanted me to try their wig. As you can see, it's pretty short, which is not a problem. It's short, it's full, it's it's curly for one. And I'm not going to try to sound like a butt while I do this, but this is probably the worst wig I have ever, emphasis on ever, I have ever owned, let alone ever worked with. And I've had some bad wigs. This wig is 100% human hair. It's supposed to be 8 inches, but later on down the line in the video, you'll see that I measured it and it's not 8 inches. It's not at all. It colored pretty well. I really enjoyed the curls. Like, it was so curly and so pretty. It, it's really probably the only thing I really liked about the wig. Again, this wig is supposed to be 8 inches. 8. 8. So here's the wig after I've colored it. As you see, the color, it lifted pretty well. It could be brighter, but I'm not too, I'm not upset. I'm not hurt because, again, it's a short wig. So I wasn't expecting it to do all that it did do. Like, there's not much, honestly, there's no parting space. As you can see, the hair that covers the weft of the tracks is probably not even half an inch. So the little plucking I did do, it had to be minimal, or, you see my wefts through the lace. It's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, ginger hair is amazing. I'm a ginger. I love red hair. There's no flaws in red hair. But this here, this was a train wreck. The ends are completely uneven. Like, it's short in some spots, it's long in other spots. I'm not even sure what they were thinking when they were, putting this wig together. Like, oh, let's make a curly wig. Let's make a short curly wig. You know, I was under the impression I'd at least have some short curly hair, probably shoulder length. But this here, I wouldn't bury my dog in this wig. I wouldn't. There's that less than half an inch of parting space and plucking space. And even then, I still tried to pluck it to try and make some kind of natural sense out of this wig. I don't think it worked much, but I made it work. I tried to make it work. For some reason, the knots were really big. I understand having thick knots, right before the wefts or right before the area that's supposed to be around the nape and the back. That's perfectly fine. But in the front, near the hairline, the very front, or the part, it's a no-go. It's a complete no-go for me. Like, I tried to tease, haha. I tried to tweeze and pluck and make the entire hairline look some kind of natural, and I think it was a bust. A total bust. Here you see I'm actually measuring the hair for the 8 inches that it's supposed to be. You see it's 6 inches. 6. Like, I'm not sure if you measured the hair while it was curly, which I highly doubt. 6. See, that stops right there just before the 6. So it's technically not even 6 inches in length. So for one, that's false advertisement. If you're going to give me an 8-inch wig, I expect it to at least be 7.5 inches or something. I'm not complaining considering it's a free wig, but still. It's false advertisement. It's fallacious. I've worked with many wigs in my day, and I've worked with many different types of hair, be it human, synthetic, hybrid blends of the both. So this is nothing new to me. I decided to watercolor this wig using the hot water method, and I use, let's see, the first dye you see me, I don't even think you're going to see me add the second dye, but the first one is Silk Elements. It's a semi-permanent rinse, and I think it was like a dark purple. It didn't take too well. I guess I don't know. I really can't explain. I'm not sure if it's a color clash between the ginger hair and whatever undertones the purple dye had, but it came out like really, 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 really saturated, sort of like a grayish, blackish purple, even tinted the lace. But anyway, I added a second dye, which was a teal, and it darkened it. It depthed it. It depthed it. It it deepened it. Excuse me. And here I'm just dipping it and letting it soak, watching the magic work. Like, y'all, this wig was so short. It sat on the mannequin head for a day before I just really knew what I wanted to do or what I could possibly do. I tried to straighten the wig and it was so stiff. Even using all the good hair products that I use on my own hair to keep it nice and straight and silky and smooth, they would not take for this wig. Now, the wig deep conditioned very well. As you see, it's nice and smoky and curly and pretty with the purple lace. Which I'm not mad because, that's no problem. Colored lace is so easy to fix. That's a no-brainer. Like, look how curly the wig is, how pretty it came out. It was so curly and so, so soft until I dried it and tried to, manipulate the hair and see what the hair was capable of. Clearly, the hair is not capable of much because you see, it shook right back. You swore if you didn't look at this wig, I'd have never colored it. I'd never did anything to it. So, by the end of it, I was completely done. I didn't try to put the wig on. The wig did not fit. I have long hair and I have a big head. So, Donmily, I need y'all to make your wigs a little bigger. I had to add hair to this wig to make this wig even remotely look wearable. And still, I do not want to wear it. I'm not going to be that hateful person and say don't buy from them, but read your reviews. Do some research on their hair types. Because this hair was beyond stiff. Like stiff, stiff. Like grandma's synthetic bingo wig stiff. And look at those knots. Look at them knots. Big and clear as day. You know she's wearing a wig. It's a wig, honey. It's a wig. Like, I'm not gonna be that hateful YouTuber, but it was honestly a bad experience. Usually, you're supposed to have a wig for at least a month before you can even deem what it's like to own it, whether it's worthy or not of being owned. Because within that first week, how am I supposed to know? The wig is practically brand new. I needed the time. Definitely needed the time. And now that I know, this is not the wig for me. This is not the wig for anyone. One of my girlfriends said this is my pre-transition twist out. Oh, I can't do anything with my hair, so let me just twist it up and let it go curly wig. And I totally stand by that. I tried to add bang, tried to add a bang, but how they had the one and only part in this entire wig, it just didn't work. But this is what I could do. I added hair, I semi-layered it, and I cut it into a bob. For inquiries and future reviews and possible questions, feel free to hit me up at any of the listed places below. I'm always available. Let me know what's up. Let me know if you want me to do something, what you want to see. Thanks.